first up, it will be Apollo Tyres in focus, as it's a $2.5 billion deal regarding the takeover of Cooper Tyres seems to be skirting off-road and heading into trouble. We've already seen both the companies in the last couple of days squabbling openly, and now differences have arisen over the control of Cooper Tyres' Chinese unit, as well as the pension liabilities of the United Steelworkers Union. So that is the contention point right now, because Cooper Tyres had already approached the Delaware court seeking expeditious closure of the pending merger, but Apollo Tyres seems to be taking it one bit at a time, and what the company is saying is that Cooper Tyres has misrepresented the management of the Chinese unit to the company as well as the shareholders. However, it has urged the company to focus on resolving these outstanding issues. So this is one stock which will remain in focus. Next one is GSK Pharma. And what the company is saying is that its products are not being picked up by stockists since September 15th. And that has impacted the drug sales of the company in major areas. In fact, it's already dropped by about 2% recently. And this move by stockists comes at a time when the new drug pricing policy comes into effect. Lastly, IFCI, which is the state-run lender, is now seeking re-entry into the CDR cell because its revamp plan is faltered, and basically the company is now focusing to transform its lending business under the new management, which is hoping to bail out the company as it moves on to its new revamp plan.
Sure, Pranay. Thanks very much for joining in with the quick heads up on the stocks and news. Let's just get you a quick sense of the volume buzzers from yesterday's trade. We've got Pranay joining in with that.
Well, Ranbaxy, L&T Finance Holdings and Bombay Dyeing were the three stocks among others which were buzzing in trade. Ranbaxy surged nearly 6% on the back of reports that the company is looking to buy US FDA approved facility in order to secure future launches, as well as shift some key drug filings to the new unit in order to eliminate the risks arising out of the Mohali plant, which had been issued the import alert earlier by US FDA. Also, its plants at Pointa Sahib and Devas will take more than 5 years to come out of the consent decree, while its US-based Om Labs is already facing capacity constraint. So the fact that the company is scouting a US FDA-approved facility in order to make it eligible to export products to US is something that is raising optimism in the counter, where the buying action was the highest seen in the last 2 weeks, and it ended as the top gainer on Nifty as well as the BSE Healthcare Index. Next one was L&T Finance Holdings that rallied nearly 9% backed by very heavy volumes. Now the NBFC, which has applied for the banking license and remains one of the strongest candidates, largely reacted to the finance minister's comments, which said that RBI would soon issue 7 new banking licenses, which should try and differentiate themselves from the existing banks. So this one ended as the top gainer on BSE 200 index, backed by the highest volume action seen in the last 11 months. That's nearly since the start of the year. And lastly, Bombay Dyeing, that one climbed up 13%, stretching its winning streak for the 4th day on the trot, after reports indicated that 3 global PE firms were eyeing 24% stake jointly in the company, where the deal could be valued at over 500 crore rupees, and the due diligence was likely to end in the next few days. But the company retorted, saying that all these media reports were actually baseless, though that did not stop the company from ending as the top gainer on BSE 500 index, backed with the highest volume seen in 18 last months.